Hi everybody, Aaron here from My Turbo Reviews. I thought I'd bring you something a little special today. That being the case, I want to present to you something that I call the Abominus project. Now, this is something that's taken me nearly 2 years to complete. Something that I never really intended to start to begin with. Let me first say that I already own a complete set of the G1 Terrorcons, and I certainly wasn't looking to get a second set. This is kind of something that happened, and I only really put in any effort towards it in the last few months to get it finished, once I realized that it had kind of become its own monster, if you will, and I really at that point kind of really needed to finish this up. And this all started off with me making a purchase on eBay a couple of years ago. I bought a Transformers lot. I was basically interested in the two alternators figures that came with the lot. But it came with a couple of other odds and ends, including this guy. That's right. This is G1 Terrorcon Cutthroat. Not a bad little guy. I mean, it's about as good as you're going to get for these G1 Scramble City type combiners. Just a neat little novelty thing. I mean, okay, so I've got a second Generation 1 Cutthroat now. That's fine. Didn't think anything of it. Then we flash forward to a couple of months to where I make another eBay purchase, and again, oddly enough, it's an alternators figure that I'm after. The seller was looking to get rid of a couple of pieces that he owned, and they weren't selling, so he decided to just include them in with the alternator that I won. Very kind of him. I don't remember his name, sadly, to give him credit here, but anyway, what I ended up with was a G1 Hunger and Blot. Also, both of them Terrorcons. In addition to the Hunger, I also got a couple of the pieces that form Abominus. So, okay, that's a little bit of a coincidence, but, you know, no harm done. Again, happy to have a second Hunger and a second Blot for what that's worth. I took them and I just kind of put them aside. Wasn't really sure what to do with them. Here we've got Hunger in his bot mode. Same thing with Blot. Now, these guys aren't in the best of condition. There's quite a bit of yellowing. I don't know how well it's going to come up on the camera, but on his hands and on some of his chest, there's more than a fair bit of yellowing. But again, it wasn't really a concern of mine because, number one, I wasn't after that. As a matter of fact, I wasn't looking to purchase these guys at all, or to obtain them in any way. These were sent to me as freebies. And I put them away, along with Cutthroat. Didn't think anything of it. And time, as it does, goes by. A year, more. You know, these guys were away. Didn't really give them a second thought. Then I made another eBay purchase. This one was a lot. I was mainly concerned with the Cybertron Metroplex. But in addition to Cybertron Metroplex, I also got a couple of other figures which I've since sold off. There was a Star Wars crossovers Transformer Obi-Wan Kenobi. that was never opened. The package was in fair condition, but it was never opened, so that went. And there was also one of the G1 Autobot clones, Fastlane. I'm pretty sure it was Fastlane. No Cloudraker, no weapon, but anyway. And also, along with that came Ripper Snapper. Again, a G1 Terrorcon. Okay, so now I'm thinking to myself, well, Aaron, since you've got 3 of the limbs plus the leader, you've got 4 out of the lot. Might as well go for, and most of the pieces to make Abominus, by the way, might as well go for the 5th and final Transformer to complete the Terrorcon set, which I did. Recently purchased G1 Sinner Twin, just by himself, not in terrible condition. This guy is a little yellowed, a little bit more so than Hunger. Again, I got him for free, so that didn't matter. This was in a little bit better condition, but then again, I sought this out to purchase. Sinner Twin. And he completed my set of G1 Terrorcons in such a way as to make it tantalizingly close to being able to complete a second Abominus. I was missing a fist and a foot. So I trolled around eBay for a few weeks recently. Finally found a couple of lots that looked interesting, nice price, and flash forward to today, the last of the pieces, the Abominus left fist, came in. So, with that being said, I now have all the pieces to make myself a second G1 Abominus. Let's go ahead and get these guys into their combined mode. Cutthroat and Sinner Twin will be the feet of Abominus. I don't really know how you do it. You know, these guys are designed to be interchangeable. The way I like to do it is the way that it's shown in the instructions, and the way that the figure is depicted overall throughout Transformers fiction, at least for the most part. I know I'm sorry, not IDW. I know that Dreamwave varied a little bit. I think they made Cutthroat one of the arms, which means that one of the arms became one of the legs. You know, to each his own. I like to do it this way. Excuse me. Okay, then we're going to go for the arms, which of course will be the remaining 2 figures, Sinner Twin, I'm sorry, Ripper Snapper and Blot. My Blot is quite a bit, well, loosey-goosey, so you'll forgive me a little bit as I kind of struggle with him to get him into position here. Take this out, good old chest piece, and I've gone ahead. I like that term, gone ahead. I don't use it a lot, but I hear it a lot. I hear it used a lot on the tube, so figured, hey, why not? I've gone ahead and added a Decepticon sticker from a sticker sheet that I have that I purchased from Repro Labels. Fantastic spot if you're ever looking to replace some of your G1 figures stickers. ReproLabels.com, that's the place to go. Anyway, we take Ripper Snapper here and Blot here, and they will go and form the arms of our monstrosity known as Abominus. And then finally, the head. And there we have it. Abominus is not my favorite of the G1 combiners. I would actually probably say he's probably the least favorite of mine. But this sort of thing kind of happened all on its own, and I just saw fit to see it through to completion. That being said, hey, I have a second G1 Abominus. That's pretty fantastic, considering that some people don't have any G1 combiner figures, let alone a complete set to be able to make a giant robot. He's not, he's not that great of a figure overall. I mean, just take a look at his stubby arms that he's got. But for 1987, when this guy came out, that's really not such a bad thing after all. And I'm happy to have him. Didn't go looking for him again, but he kind of found me, and together we shall be. Alright, well that's all. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the funny pages. Bye-bye.